And we're live. It's November 19th. Man. Only a few more weeks left. It's episode 30 of the Everybody Mad, the live podcast. And we got just 61 days left of the Trump administration. My name is Sayed Lover. How you doing?
Hey, what's happening? I'm Kenya Khabib. Thanks for checking out the Everybody Mad live podcast. Today we got a great show, got a lot of hot topics lined up for you all. And as you all know, we actually are on a little bit early because tonight is a big night in hip hop, which I'm going to tell you all about. The Jeezy and Gucci Man versus battle. But I'm going to give you all the scoop on what's really going on with that. So that's why we're going on, because we want to make sure that you all can check that out, but also check us out too. Leave your comments. Let us know your thoughts on the show by clicking the link, as we represent No Shave November for Men's Health Awareness Month. And I'm telling you, man, we got a lot of stuff going on for you all tonight. Say, how's it going up in Detroit, brother?
It's good. You know, we're still fighting. We had a little issue, and we'll talk a little bit about it, how these white folks tried to take our votes when they didn't want to certify the election results that Trump lost by almost 200,000 votes. They didn't want to certify Wayne County, so they voted against it. Then they brought it back, and now they're trying to change their mind again. Trump is trying to invite some people over. So, yeah, we got some issues. Still trying to steal the election. Meanwhile, yesterday, we started our shutdown too. So we've shut back down indoor restaurant dining. We've shut down gyms. We shut down some other things because our rates have risen back up. We're now the number 6 in Michigan. We're 6th highest rate of COVID in the nation. So we've had to go to some shutdown measures. So here it is. So Thanksgiving is canceled. Thanksgiving gonna be right here.
So yeah, what's the plan for Thanksgiving? You all are just going to be at the house, just chilling, a real small.
Yeah, we was coming home, but we'll be here. We'll be here, kind of doing our normal thing, doing our same thing we've been doing since March, because people just won't do right. Folks just won't do right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I think everybody knows that there is going to eventually be a shutdown nationwide. So like Michigan is one of the first states to do it. Trust me, Georgia, because Georgia has been wide open, but the numbers keep going up as far as COVID. Yeah. I know for a fact that a shutdown is coming. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing. It's like, we've been so far like we don't have a plan. It's like it's like literally we're the United States. So you would think we'd have one plan for everybody to do, but we got 50 different plans. Everybody doing their own thing, trying to figure out what they're doing inside their state. Meanwhile, ain't none of us staying in our state. We're going traveling, we doing stuff. So we're going cross state. So whatever you're doing in your state really don't matter, because other people from other states are going to be coming into your city. So it's just been really a hodgepodge of, let's do this, let's try this, let's do that. Nobody's coordinated, but I'm thankful because today I heard from President-elect Joe Biden. He talked a little bit about what he's going to do, and part of it is going to be nationwide stuff, because we got to be on the same page. It's like to take a sports analogy, you can't win a game if everybody's doing a different play. Like, we're all running the same play in order to succeed in that. If you take it further, marching bands, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, one band, one sound. It's like everybody can't be playing their own song, but we're in this where we just don't have any leadership that's willing to put people first. They're putting their own personal interests first, so we ain't been able to get out of it. So it's frustrating. Is that like I think this is about the 5th or 6th trip we've canceled this year because we just don't feel right about going out, and it's just the craziness about doing that. And plus, we want to protect our people, because going on a plane and then going to my mom, my mom had congestive heart failure and stuff like that. So like, I don't want to take anything necessarily down there. So like, it's not only am I thinking about myself, but I'm thinking about people who I'll be coming in contact with. So
right, but that's the right thing to do. That's the smart thing to do, because believe it or not, there are people out there that aren't even considerate like that. That don't care. They're moving about like there's not a pandemic, but you're putting people's lives in danger when you do that. So I just stress to everybody, I know that there are some people that do plan to travel for the holiday season, for Thanksgiving, but you just really need to be mindful of your loved ones when you're doing that. I mean, if everything's going to be safe, that's cool. I know a lot of people are doing pre-COVID tests before they do Thanksgiving dinner.
Quarantine,
and quarantine and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, but just make sure that you do the right thing before you take these trips. That's all I'm saying, because yes, you got to live your life, but you got to be smart in the way that you move too.
Exactly, because there are people who are getting COVID who never expected to get COVID, and we're going to talk about some celebrities who have come down with COVID. Now, I'm sure they never thought that they would be in that predicament, and they're young; they're in their 30s. So we'll talk about that along the show. We just gotta keep thinking about that. I know we're tired of it. I know we're fatigued about wearing masks and hearing about it, but being tired of hearing about it ain't gonna get it away. You know, like it's still gonna be here waiting for us to slip up. Yeah, and we've been slipping the past several months.
Yeah, that's on facts, bro. Well, let's go ahead and kick everything off with hot topics going on right now. The vote recount in Georgia is expected to confirm the election results, and the announcement should be made sometime tonight. But here's what's interesting, said the recount also exposed lots of flaws in the voting system that almost actually resulted in some ballots actually being overlooked. Now, election workers in 3 counties here in Georgia discovered a total of more than 3,300 new votes stored on memory cards that hadn't been loaded into election computers. Now, a different issue in Floyd County led to another 2,600 ballots going unscanned. Now, those votes are being counted right now, and they're saying that this has actually reduced Biden's lead over Trump to 12,781 votes. Now, Trump actually gained about 1,400 votes that county election officials hadn't tallied before the recount. A lot of people are just a lot of people are just waiting just to find out what's it going to be. Is the state still going to stay blue or is it going to stay red? That's what everybody's talking about. Sarah, what's your thoughts on that? Because you're the political.
Yeah, it looks like they did hear a little bit they haven't done anything official, but their sources inside of the election offices that said that they expect Biden to again be confirmed as the winner. Because again, these recounts don't change who actually won the race. And I know they're finding other votes and things like that, but the lead is just too much. The lead was over 12,000 votes. So like they're not going to find 12,000 missing votes. They may find 1,000 or they may find a few, but they're not going to find enough. So but it's just kind of crazy that we're still just going on through this. Like, dude, like you won't admit anything. And it's funny because 2016, like they was all on this F your feelings type of thing. And like this dude is just trying every old thing to try and see if he can get through, but it ain't working, bro.
It ain't working. Ain't nobody got time for what Trump has to say. So we're going to get down with Trump and his shenanigans and what's going on. So make sure that you keep it locked to the Everybody Mad Live podcast. All right. Well, I definitely wanted to bring this up as one of the major stories this week because everybody was shocked to hear about Bobby Brown's son, Bobby Jr., died at the age of 28 years old. He was actually found dead Wednesday. This was yesterday in his crib near L.A. Police believe that there was no foul play involved. Now, Bobby Brown, as we all know, tragically lost his daughter, Bobby Christina, back in 2015 and Whitney Houston in 2012. Now, remember, Bobby Christina's boyfriend, Nick Gordon, he also passed this past January. So it's just a lot of tragedy that's plaguing this family. Well, Bobby Jr. was actually one of Bobby Brown's 7 kids. He was 13 years old when he, along with Bobby Christina, appeared on the reality show Being Bobby Brown. So now that you kind of, when you take that into consideration, like, oh, okay, I remember his face. I remember which child of Bobby Brown's that we're talking about. Anyway, his mom, Kim Ward, who dated Bobby Brown on and off for about 11 years before he got engaged to Whitney, she's distraught, just torn up over this whole thing. It's just so sad. Like when I heard it, I couldn't believe it because that was like the major news here in Atlanta about Bobby Brown's son. It's horrible. It's just horrible.
Yeah, it just seems like that family is just snake bitten. It's like tragedy over tragedy over tragedy. I don't know how much more you can take when you continue to have things going on, but it's a sad tale, and just one of the things that we've always heard about because we've been connected to the entertainment industry really the better part of our adult life, doing radio and doing the things that we've done. So we've been connected to it. So we've known about the, like, for lack of a better word, celebrity curse and sort of thing, and like the pain of being a celebrity and how much pressure it is because like not only I know that they haven't released what the issues were, but like there are so many things that celebrities go through when they're a celebrity that we don't even think about because we just think, oh, you're rich and famous, so you ain't got no troubles. But you got a whole host of mental illness issues. You got some substance abuse issues. You got so many things that we still experience, but they also experience too. And a lot of times they don't have the outlets that we may have because who's your friend? Who's your family? You know what I'm saying? Like who can you talk to without them putting your business in the paparazzi? You know what I'm saying? Or in the blog. So like, man, I feel for families. And that's to me the pain of being famous. Like my little local celebrity type of thing. Like that told me right there, I didn't want to be rich and famous and big. Because it was some stuff that, like, man, like it was certain places in Myrtle Beach that I couldn't go, or certain things that I couldn't do, or eyeballs would always be on you regardless of where you went. So I knew, it was like, man, like, nah, y'all can take that fame and do something else with it, because it like it suffocates you almost.
It's a lot. And I can attest to the same thing too, Said. Even being in Savannah, I had to deal with lots of just, you as a public figure, you have to be conscientious of everything that you do, and that's on a smaller scale, you know what I mean? So, when you're making millions of dollars and you have everybody talking about you on social media and, just a pressure to be a certain way, you know what I mean? Like just to like live up to like, oh, I'm a boss, I'm spending money, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That can psychologically take a toll on one's mental. For real.
And to be background son, Whitney Houston's stepson.
It's a lot. So, there's no telling. And once again, we don't know what exactly happened. The story hasn't come out yet. But my prayers are definitely with the Brown family, man, because it's so sad to hear. It's definitely sad to hear. All right, so keeping it moving, man. In other news, COVID vaccines are on the way. The first one is supposed to be 90% effective in preventing COVID infections, and the second one has a 94.5% success rate. Now, vaccinations could begin as early as the second half of December for high-risk groups and be available for the rest of the public starting in late April. Now, a lot of people are saying, when this vaccine comes out, Kenya, are you going to take it? Kabeen, what's up? What you going to do? I'm going to wait to see how everybody else reacts to it. I don't want to necessarily take it as of yet. I mean, I know we're not gonna be able to take it until next year anyway, but I still just want to see how the vaccine affects everybody. But if they say that it's 94% effective, hey, I'm all for it, bro. But I knew that they would come out with the vaccination after the election. Some just told me that they were going to announce that after the election. I don't know why. I just felt.
Yeah, I feel that. I think I'm right along with you. It's too early for me. Like y'all did this at warp speed. Like my thing, and just because I'm a student of history, like I know what they've done in the past. Like the fastest America has ever found a vaccine once they had any sort of pandemic was mumps. You know how long that took? And that took about 4 years. Because the thing is, and I know like medicine has way advanced since mumps and things like that. So like I'm not trying to put us in that category, but the thing is, you need time, and like you need time, like you need 90 days. Hey, ma'am, how are you feeling after 90 days? You need to go back to them after 6 months. How are you feeling after 6 months? You need to be able to kind of routinely be able to check up with them and see what sort of side effects they're having, if they're having any sort of issues ongoing, if it's caused some other issues. So I'm right there along with you. I want to see what other people are doing, but it says that I think what they'll normally start off with the vaccine, they'll probably get the healthcare workers first, because obviously they need it the most, and then they'll hit the essential workers and people like that, and then they'll get with the elderly. So like we're a little bit down on that totem pole based on what we are and our age group and that sort of thing. But my thing is, like, even when it's ready for us, I don't know that I still want to take it. Like I still just want to wait, because like to me, all the information that we've heard have been from those actual pharmaceutical companies, those developers. We've heard from Moderna and we've heard from Pfizer. Those are companies. Those are for-profit companies. They and not to say that they have any sort of messed up ways or anything like that, but their job is just to make the medicine so that they can sell it. You know what I'm saying? They are a for-profit business. So yeah, you're going to talk about how great this vaccine is when it's ready, but let me see how the people react to it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. That's what I want.
Yeah, I'm definitely on standby for that. We all are. Leave your comments. Let us know your thoughts on that topic right there. Speaking of COVID, unbelievable news came out this week that singer Jeremiah is actually battling COVID-19, and he's currently hospitalized up in Chicago in the ICU on a ventilator, and they say that his condition has gotten worse. I'm telling you, this COVID thing is not to be played with. It is no joke. And Jeremiah, he is a singer that is in his 30s. He's a young cat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, this is really happening. This is happening, man. They say he's not good. 50 Cent has actually gone public to say, prayers are with Jeremiah and his family. Like everybody's just praying that he recovers from this and bounces back from this COVID, because he's not doing well at all right now.
Yeah. That's a tough thing. And that's the thing. Nobody knows. You can be perfectly healthy. But we don't know how COVID is going to affect us individually. So that's why you just can't take any sort of chances. That's one of the reasons why, like, we just like, you know what? We just got to wait. We just got to hold off. Yeah,
definitely, brother. Well, it looks like another Karen has reared her ugly head this past week out in California and accused the family of acting black in a white neighborhood. Said has a video to show you what we're talking about, and it is unbelievable. Check this out.
It is recorded right now.
We're not talking about anything except that I have a small little dog and you have a pit bull.
And you're yelling with the taser. Why?
I brought it over here
for why?
The dog. The dog attacked my dog.
The dog's not even outside, ma'am.
He was outside. He was in front here.
He attacked him. Where's your dog?
He didn't attack the dog. I have it on camera. It don't matter what she said because I got it right here.
You know what?
What?
You guys are acting like black people, and you shouldn't. You should act like black people.
We what?
I was raised in Oklahoma.
Wait, can you repeat that one more time? We're acting like what?
I was raised in Oklahoma City, where there were tons of black people.
But we're acting like what?
You're acting like people that aren't normal.
Okay. This will be real nice when you're on the news, when you're on social media, get the off the property. Get the off the property.
I have a top secret clearance.
I don't give a get the off the property.
Go back in the house. Go back in the house. We're acting like black people.
She got some nerve.
On their property now. On their property talking shit.
I came over here because your pit bull attacked my little dog.
He didn't attack your dog. Not at all.
Your son was out here with it.
And he didn't attack the dog. The dog, I saw the dog. I saw you pet the dog.
Give him the house.
I didn't pet the dog. I just pet the dog because I wanted to see if he was okay.
You didn't pet the dog, but you pet the dog because you wanted to see if he was okay.
Why don't you record it?
She said the pit bull attacked her little poodle, but she was petting the pit bull.
Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go?
You're going to go to hell.
Okay.
Them white Karens, they will lie quick, won't they?
They will.
Go upstairs.
What are you going to do about a little fellow like this and that thing you've got?
Ain't no pit. He ain't done nothing to your dog.
Can you back up, bro?
What about all the other big dogs around
You
here?
know, most people in Oklahoma that they were black were normal. Are you guys not normal?
I guess not.
I mean,
You came over here with the taser. You keep walking over here with your taser.
Ariel, go in the house.
You were yelling.
And she walked over there with the taser.
Go in the house.
Like she was going to do
Oh,
something.
yeah. Yep, she had the dog in one hand, and then she had the taser in the other.
Just another example of how we are as a country. But I gotta say this, and this is their neighbor too. I love that, with all the Trump shenanigans going on right now, that you can really see people for who they are. People are really exposing their true self.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If you expose your true self, now I know how to deal with you. And if I do want to deal with you, right? So I'm thankful for it. I really am. I'm thankful for it. Everything happens for a reason. Leave your comments. Let us know your thoughts on the Everybody Mad Live podcast as we keep things moving. Your boy James Harden and many other Houston Rocket players want to quit because the team's owner is a big Donald Trump supporter. Now, reportedly, the owner has donated to Trump's campaign, but he also says that he donated to Joe Biden's campaign as well. I don't know what to say on that right there because I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. I need to see the receipts. That's just me personally. He says that he has donated to both campaigns. Said, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
To me, like, your actions more so tell me what you're about than your money. Like, yeah, you can put your money wherever, but yeah, just because you've given a campaign donation doesn't mean that you believe that or whatever the case may be. But he's frequently been on Fox News, frequently talking about how great Donald Trump is and how great his policies are and all those things about that. I ain't seen him talking about Biden. So like, I don't even want to hear the both sides type of, oh yeah, I donate to all campaigns and think, no, you don't, bro. You always on CNBC, you're on Fox News, every cable outlet you're on, you're talking positively about Trump. And then obviously, like, I get it. You are a billionaire. Trump gonna look out for you. I get it. But don't come over here and try and use that platform to make us think one other thing. And that's why James Harden is pissed about it, because Trump throughout his presidency has talked so much trash about the whole NBA. Talking about like Trump and his people, even the Fox News analysts, y'all need to shut up and dribble. We don't care about y'all. And you know, the NBA has always been a lot more kind of activist minded than any other sports league. So yeah, I don't buy none of that. And I agree. That's why James Harden is looking for a trade right now. He don't want to play another minute for Houston.
Yeah, exactly. Well, speaking of Donald Trump, this past Sunday, Trump conceded the election out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. Everybody was like, what? But then he took it back, saying, I concede nothing. We have a long way to go. This was all rigged. You know, he is still with the shits. Donald Trump is still with the shits. We all know that. Meanwhile, our favorite President Barack Obama, was on CBS Sunday Morning with Gayle King and made it very clear, explicitly clear, that Donald Trump's tenure as a president was not normal. I think we may have a clip of that.
What are these false claims of widespread election fraud doing to our country right now?
They appear to be motivated in part because the president doesn't like to lose and never admits loss. I'm more troubled by the fact that other Republican officials who clearly know better are going along with this, are humoring him in this fashion. It is one more step in delegitimizing not just the incoming Biden administration, but democracy generally. And that's a dangerous path.
Yeah, he said that. I wish he could come back and be the president again.
I know. Yeah, Trump is just a sore loser. This ain't none of this about people having confidence in the election. Like, he knew he lost. He know he can't even win. Even if people were cheating, they'd have to do a whole lot of cheating for him to be able to do this. And then if we cheated, why didn't we cheat against McConnell? Because we hate him too. We hate Lindsey Graham too. Why didn't we cheat against everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like his argument doesn't make sense. That's why 30 cases. He lost 30 cases that from Arizona to Pennsylvania to Michigan to Georgia. What a 30? Well, I'm sorry. He won one of those cases in Pennsylvania. He ain't lose all 30. He won one. And that one that he won, they allowed the election observer to move from 9 feet away to 6 feet away. So his one win gave him about 3 feet. That's it. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just silliness. It's just silliness. None of these judges are paying attention to anything what you're saying. So you're just wasting our time.
Yeah. But like President Obama said, though, it's a shame that there are some people that are letting him get away with the stuff that they know better. It's like, come on, man, you know that he is kicking all these shenanigans to you, but yet and still you're not holding him accountable for his actions. Problem right there. Michelle Obama, she's actually tired of Trump too. She said that this isn't a game, and she believes that Trump's behavior is a threat to American democracy. She said that back when let me start back over on that right there because I lost my place. She said that President Obama actually called Trump to congratulate him in 2016, but Trump has yet to concede and do the same for Biden. Michelle says that she was hurt and disappointed when Hillary Clinton lost the election, but she sucked it up and did the right thing for the country in helping the Trumps. Mrs. Obama goes on to say that Trump, she slams him for actually making this all about himself, just like you just mentioned, saying that our democracy is so much bigger than anybody's ego. And she is absolutely right about that. You know, it's just like we're just sitting back just watching a shit show right now, and it's sad, man.
It's real sad. It's real sad. We got some comments in echoing everything. He's a sore loser, but he's desperately trying to keep his freedom. The minute he's out of office is when proceedings to put his crooked ass in jail. Absolutely. You need to be in jail. And that's the thing, is like people don't realize the beauty of our criminal justice system. And this is what I believe that Biden's not going to do. I believe that he's just going to just see what happens. But like, I don't think he's going to be gung-ho about trying to put Trump in jail. I think he's just going to just see what happens. But to me, when people do crime, you got to put them in jail. Otherwise, somebody behind them, they're looking and they seeing what you do and what you don't do. So therefore, it's going to be another Trump because we let Trump do it. So why can't I do it? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to stomp this out so that it doesn't happen again. And we know how dangerous this is.
It's sad. It's really sad, and it's very dangerous, and it's reckless too. Meanwhile, back to President Obama, he actually sat down with Oprah Winfrey to talk about his brand new book, and he discussed what he missed the most about being president on this Apple TV show called The Oprah Conversation. Said, I don't know if you checked it out yet.
I think Michelle and I joke about the fact that one of the bigger scandals of my presidency was me wearing a tan suit during a press conference. We went through our rough patches in the White House, as she's written about and she's talked about. But I tell you, the thing that I think we were good about was talking stuff through, never losing fundamental love and respect for each other, and prioritizing our kids. And the other thing that helps, and I write about this in the book, is having my mother-in-law, Ms. Marion Robinson. She kind of kept things going, and I'm sure that there were times where Michelle was furious at me, but she'd go up to the third floor, and Ms. Marion was sitting there, and she'd be like, "Well, you know," she I know defended her son-in-law more often.
Man, he's just such an amazing person. All right, well, let's switch gears. Let's talk about some entertainment news. Yesterday, your boy Tory Lanez legal team actually entered his plea in court of not guilty for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. Tory has yet to go to court himself. His last appearance was over the phone. Now, he's already posted a $190,000 bond and has been ordered to stay away from Megan. Now, recently, Megan claimed that Tory offered her money in exchange for her silence after he allegedly shot her. Now, if convicted, he faces up to 22 years in prison. Tory's next hearing is scheduled for January 20th. And, you know, we've said this before. I hope that Tory goes to jail for what he did, man, because he's just dead wrong. And now he's denying that he didn't do it. Now, why would Megan, first of all, it was only 3 people in the vehicle. Megan got out the car, limping, blood on concrete and everything like that. It's Tory Lanez in the car, Megan's in the car, and the best friend's in the car. We know the best friend didn't shoot Megan. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was Tory Lanez. So now he's lying and stuff, man. I really hope they throw the book at him for what he did, man.
Yeah. Now I know that Megan has a size advantage over him, so maybe he was a little bit afraid or timid or something. But still, yeah, like I don't like that, because like, wasn't it 2 shots? Like wasn't it both feet?
Yeah, and once again, like, she could have been paralyzed. Like, she's paralyzed, and she makes her money from dancing. She makes her money from being an entertainer and stuff. So not being able to walk would have killed her whole career. So she is blessed, truly blessed, that she made it out this with, you know, unscathed, bro.
Yeah, she absolutely is, and like, he's a trash bag for even just putting her through this, and then just kind of going on with it, like, oh no, I'm not guilty. Well, what happened?
Yeah. Right, exactly. So follow the Everybody Mad Live podcast, Facebook and Instagram page for more developing stories on what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Now, switching gears, the big versus battle is going down tonight, and it is all about 2 ATL trap stars, Gucci Mane and Jeezy. I'm telling you, this is going to be very interesting, because Gucci and Jeezy, they've had a major beef from way back in the day, and even now, they're still not cool to this day.
Oh, I thought they patched things up. Like wasn't the beef like man? I heard the beef was one of Jeezy's people yoked up Gucci Mane's people, right, and shot him, right?
Yeah, well, okay, so this is actually what happened. Gucci killed Jeezy's former label mate, Pookie Lott, back in 2005. Mm-hmm. This is all because Pookie and some goons actually broke into Gucci's crib. They tried to steal his chain, and Gucci fired in self-defense. Now, I was working in radio covering this. I was on the ground, like, live with this story back in the day, so I could tell you all about this, and I could even give you a little inside scoop, which is what I'm going to do. Well, Pookie, what's interesting said is that Pookie's body was actually found and buried close to a middle school here in Atlanta. Charges against Gucci Mane, they were dropped in 2006 due to insufficient evidence, but they always said that the case could reopen. Now, the rumor was always that Jeezy did, in fact, send Pookie to Gucci Mane's crib for the whole robbery. And for years, yeah, that's a word on the streets. Now, that's just all rumored. That's all allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but Jeezy has actually gone on record saying that he's been accused of setting up Pookie's death. And, he said that people have been, kind of like looking at him sideways for this for years. And this is why Gucci Mane and Jeezy really don't get along. That's why they got that bad energy between the both of them. And even if you check social media, Gucci actually posted a meme this past Tuesday night mocking the shooting of Pookie Lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, like you're making fun of this, but you and Jeezy are about to be in a room together, and you all haven't been in a room together in a long time. So that's why the hip hop community is really buzzing about this, because people are like sitting back with their arms folded, like, okay, now we want to see what's really gonna go down between the two of y'all, because it's some really bad blood between the both of them. Some very,
it really is
bad blood.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be-
I was surprised that they actually had them in the same room, but I know since they were having those issues over Instagram with those two locations, all the verses, last 3 or 4 or 5 verses have been all in the same room. So like I was actually surprised that they decided to do that, because I knew of the history of the beef and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now, like as far as who the streets is feeling, like who are you feeling? This is what I tell folks. This is what I see. So if this was Detroit selling the verses, Jeezy would win hands down. Just period. Jeezy would win. But if I was back home in South Carolina, specifically South Carolina, not in Atlanta or anything, but specifically in South Carolina, Gucci would win, because Gucci is hard in the South, especially in the country.
Yeah,
they love
him in the country. They love him.
They love him in the country. So like.
Matter of fact, that's where Pookie Lock is actually from, Macon, Georgia, a small town in Atlanta. And Gucci almost got shot down there for going back there. Like people, they were trying to like him Gucci up because of Pookie's killing, because he did kill Pookie, but he did it in self-defense. That's the word on the streets. But, if you ask me, I mean, I like both of them. They're super talented. I roll with Gucci. I know a lot of people here in Atlanta, it's just, they're both dope artists. You know what I'm saying? They're both real hard. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this goes down. But trust and believe, they're going to have a lot of people viewing this tonight, because I just wonder what kind of conversation is going to be had live. You know what I'm saying? And it would be very smart to have a conversation even before they go live. You know what I'm saying? Just,
they really need to.
They can, they can dap each other up, and then they might start talking when they get on camera and stuff. But it's like, even like the shots that they take on social media, even recently, it's like the energy is a little bit weird. And a lot of people don't know this. T.I. was actually supposed to do the versus battle. So it was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be
T.I. and Jeezy.
T.I. and Jeezy, but T.I. couldn't do it or something like that. So then Gucci Mane stepped in, surprisingly, and everybody's like, what's really going on? So
well, maybe Gucci's a different man, because like he's gotten married, and then Gucci ain't on that trap stuff no more. Like he got a wife, and like notice his new aura and how he dresses. Like ever since he's been out of jail and been released and got married, like it's a way different Gucci. It's a different Gucci from that Gucci that we grew up with. So like maybe Gucci has become more of a type of like, nah, I ain't trying to get in that mess. I done been in the pen, so I ain't trying to go back. So maybe better heads will prevail when they go that. But
yeah, because Gucci has definitely changed. He's done a 360. A lot of people say when he lost all that weight and came out with a new look that it was a clone. Gucci walks around now wearing Prada and all the hottest purple labels and everything like that, and married to Keisha Kayor. They have millions of dollars. And he's definitely a brand new person.
They're dressing like a hot girl. You know what I'm saying? Like Gucci.
Did you say Gucci Mane dressed like a hot girl?
Gucci is wearing. Hold on. Let me find the picture. Hold on, Gucci.
Oh shit! Santa's with the shit tonight.
Gucci. Hold on. but it's fashionable stuff. It's stuff that that if you got money you would wear. You know what I'm saying? But like it definitely ain't something that here you go. Huh?
You're so funny though. I know you want to say something else.
No, I'm trying to pull up the picture. Hold on a second. Here it is.
I think I love her.
I know.
You know, I think I. And I used to like, is you rolling? Is you rolling?
I might be.
Yes, Gucci.
Gucci over there dressed like a hot girl. Hot girl summer.
I bet you
summer. But the thing is, like, he got some money. You know what I'm saying? So you change and you do evolve. Like like half the stuff I'm wearing now, like I wouldn't wear because like now I wear more form-fitting clothes, and like I don't wear baggy pants. I wear pants that fit me. So yeah, I get it. Like once you grow up, like you just do different stuff.
And they both have actually changed, so don't get it twisted too. Because
you're right.
He's wearing the suits now. He has his talk
right.
on Fox Soul now. So you know, like that's
Jeezy was speaking with Biden and Kamala. So like he was involved in the actual campaign. So yeah, like they both have, yeah.
You evolve with a lot of fame and money, and when you have sense, when you say, okay, you know, I want better for my life, because a lot of rappers just fall off, but you see they're still thriving and they're doing really good for themselves. And yeah, after a while, you do have to grow up. So to all the youngsters out there, you know, like the like I call them like my nephews and stuff like that. You gotta evolve. You gotta cut the hair. You gotta go clean as you get older. It's what happens, man. You got to be on the business, though. So that's what happened with that. Meanwhile, let's talk about your boy Lil Wayne. You know, we talked about him recently. He's been in the news for supporting Trump. Well, Lil Wayne has actually been charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon. Now, Weezy was convicted of a felony gun charge in New York back in 2009, faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. This all stems from a December 2019 incident where federal agents actually searched Weezy's plane at a Miami airport and they found guns and drugs. So they're like, nah, man, you know, we got to go ahead and charge you with this right here. So his next.
Better call Trump.
You said what?
He better call Trump and ask for a pardon.
and do you think Trump will pardon him? Now that's the question.
No. Trump ain't gonna pardon nobody. Like it's funny. I never brought this back up, but the week before the election, they was talking here in Detroit, like, oh yeah, Kwame Kilpatrick, you know, our former mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick. They said that he was going to be released because he was sentenced to like 27, 28 years for his racketeering charge. So they said, oh yeah, like Trump's gonna get Kwame out. My man's gonna get out. Election day came. The day after election day came. We're 2 weeks after election and it still ain't happened. So no, Trump ain't getting nobody out. This is exactly what we said it was. Trump is a transactional type of dude. He gonna use you for what he want to use you for, and he may or may not pay you back for it. He probably won't pay you back for it. So like there's a good chance that you are going to be used like every other black person or black celebrity that has graced his presence. They've all been used for photo ops or whatever it is.
Yep, exactly. That's the real. Leave your comment. Let us know your thoughts. Everybody Mad Live podcast. All right, this next story right here is for the ladies and some of the fellas out there too. Michael B. Jordan got People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive 2020. And he actually posted the cover on his IG page saying, my grandmama looking down, talking about that's my baby. And he also shouted out People Magazine for naming him 2020 Sexiest Man Alive. So next up for Michael B. Jordan, and by the way, he is an amazing actor too. He has another installment of the Creed franchise that's about to drop. And he also has a new movie coming out called Without Remorse. It's a military-style political thriller. So that should be really dope too. But he hopes to be doing a lot more directing and producing and working behind the scenes instead of working in front of the camera. So shouts out to your boy, Michael B. Jordan. That's a real good look.
Yeah, definitely a good year for him to be acknowledged on that. I know he was really, really good friends with Chadwick Boseman, and he took that loss especially hard. So get him some good vibes to head out the rest of this 2020 year.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, got some really disturbing news to report down in Dallas. Lil Boosie was shot in the knee this past Saturday after he stopped to pay respects to a recently murdered Dallas rapper by the name of Mo3, who was a friend and a collaborator of his. Now, at some point, somebody opened fire on Boosie's vehicle, and one of the bullets struck Boosie in the leg. Thankfully, though, he's doing okay, and his injury seems to be non-life-threatening. So, man, I mean, he's blessed to have made it out of that right there. It's just really sad and unfortunate that, you know, in 2020, we're still dealing with a whole bunch of nonsense, you know, like, especially like right now, how we are as a country. We need to be sticking together and not doing foolish stuff like trying to kill each other. You know what I mean? It's just, it's unbelievable to me that people are still acting crazy. But I think that, you know, when you're a person of a certain caliber of influence and celebrity, and you have a whole bunch of money, you really don't need to go to certain parts of the hood, because people are looking at you wanting to have what you have, and they're jealous, and they start shooting. You know, that's just how it is. I just think that, you know, sometimes you really can't go back to the hood, even though you say, you know, you ride for the hood and you all about the streets and everything like that. Sometimes the streets ain't all about you. They don't love you. The streets don't love nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Right. No. There was a rumor on that Boosie story also, so I want to debunk that. But some people had said that because Boosie has diabetes, that there were reports that because of where he was shot, they would have to amputate his leg. He's come on to Instagram and said that was not true, and that he's recovering and that he is on the path to getting better. So I just wanted to put that out there. That a lot of times, like social media, get it wrong. Sometimes it just lie. So I just wanted to add that to the story that I just saw before we went on live.
Okay, glad that you did. Hey, said another up-and-coming rapper. Well, not another up-and-coming rapper, but another rapper actually got shot too. But he's an up-and-coming rapper. His name is Benny the Butcher. He actually signed to Rock Nation Management. He got shot last Saturday in Houston. So Boosie got shot in Dallas, and this dude got shot in Houston. Now, authorities say that he was in a Walmart parking lot with his homeboys when a car full of dudes pulled up and tried to rob him. 5 shots were fired, and Benny got shot in the leg. According to his family, though, he's doing okay and recovering. So our prayers are with Benny the Butcher. Hopefully he'll make a fast and speedy recovery. But again, it's sad, man, that, you know, stuff like this is going on.
Yeah, that's definitely not what we want to see with us going through all that we're going through. Like we don't want to get back into a rash of now rappers are starting to get shot too. Like we ain't solved the George Floyd type of stuff. We ain't solved the Arbery type of things. Like we don't need to get back into now. We got some issues with now hip hop is going through some issues.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. Well, Sid, I got another story for you, man. And this story has to do with Wendy Williams and Blac Chyna. Now, everybody knows that Wendy Williams will always be messy. She can never maintain a friendship with any kind of celebrity, well, a female celebrity, because, I mean, her job is really to dish the dirt on them. And when they start making headlines, Wendy got to talk
about them.
You know, ask Nene Leakes. You know, Nene Leakes and Wendy Williams, they were cool, and then they fell out. Then they got cool again, and they fell out again. So it's so funny to me how celebrities befriend her, knowing that she ain't shit. Wendy gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, Blac Chyna. Now, this week, Wendy Williams, she was on her show and revealed that Blac Chyna had been hitting up her friends and even Wendy herself to find Chyna someplace to live. Now, apparently, Blac Chyna texted Wendy a personal text message, but Wendy said that she didn't respond because Chyna didn't formally address her like, hey, Wendy, hey, what's up? I got a question for you. It was just like, hey, I'm looking for a place to stay. So what happened was Wendy got on her show and made it seem like Blac Chyna was struggling because prior to mentioning Blac Chyna, Wendy was talking about Chyna's baby daddy, Tyga, and how he was getting sued for owing like $30,000 in back rent to this landlord, and so she made it seem like Chyna was struggling, but Chyna, she's like, yo, this is not true. I'm not struggling. She posted a picture in front of her Bentley and a house. I don't know if that house is being rented or not, because you know that's the thing. The
right.
they rent big ass mansions, and it's so funny because that's what they do. But yeah, she said that that's absolutely not true. So her and Wendy Williams, they falling out again. Yeah, keeping it moving, man. Got some news, man. You want me to tell you a comedian that I used to love back in the day? Sinbad.
Oh, yeah. The clean comedy.
Yeah, because Sinbad was clean. Sinbad never cursed, but was so funny. You know, we could all take a page from his book because, you know, I love to cuss. Like, Sid will tell you behind the scenes, because, you know, like, even on the podcast, I try to
You cuss on here.
You said what?
I said you cuss on here.
I know I cuss on here, but I try not to curse a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just got to be myself, but you gonna do me like that. You really gonna do me like that, Sid. But no, for real, like, you know, I think we could all take a page out of his book because there's a time and a place, you know what I mean? But anyway, Sinbad, 64 years old now, actually suffered a stroke this past week, and his family issued a statement saying that he is on the road to recovery and that they are optimistic about his health and a speedy recovery for him. So our prayers are with Sinbad. Sinbad is just a good dude. And I gotta say this, Sinbad always reminded me of my Uncle Juan. I don't know why, but something about Sinbad and Uncle Juan. I think it may be the whole light skin thing. You know what I'm saying? The light skin brother thing. But he always reminded me of my Uncle Juan. So shouts out to Uncle Juan if you're checking me out. But yeah, Sinbad, man, our prayers are with Sinbad. Real good dude.
Definitely.
Did you ever meet him in your radio career?
One time he did a show, but he's tall as hell too. He's like I almost feel like he's 7 feet tall, but I know he's not that tall, but he's really, really, really tall.
Yeah. So our prayers are with Sinbad. Okay, I got a couple more stories because I know we got to wrap up. Said you got a meeting right after this. Travis Scott is actually giving back to students attending HBCUs. He launched the Wayman Webster Scholarship named after his granddad, who actually attended Prairie View A&M University. Now, the scholarship is going to be available to students currently enrolled at Morehouse, Howard, Texas Southern, and Grambling State, where his mom went. And the scholarship is going to cover tuition costs for students who are facing financial hardships and who are affected by the pandemic. Travis Scott will handpick the recipients. Always love when a celebrity is given back, especially to an HBCU. Shouts out to Travis Scott for making it happen.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. He's starting a foundation called the Cactus Jack Foundation. So it looks like he's trying to not only do scholarships, but he's trying to do some other stuff. And that's I love that. I love when celebrities or anybody with influence or resources, they use that so that they can help their community out. Because what's the point in just getting another Bentley or another car or another whatever? Like use that money to reinvest back in people and build somebody up. And so I love what Travis Scott is doing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right, a couple more stories before we wrap up the Everybody Mad Live podcast. LeBron James is investing in a brand new tequila company which launched yesterday, Lobos 1707 Tequila. Be on the lookout for that. It's going to be running from about $45 to $150, depending on which bottle you guess. So I guess
how much is it now?
Between $45 and $150. So I'll be buying the $45 bottle.
Yeah, pretty much. Now I imagine that black one is $150.
Right. You can tell it just looking at it, right?
It looked good though. Tequila? Oh yeah.
I'm not a tequila man. You drink tequila? I drink it every now and then, but tequila usually get me in trouble, man.
Woo. See, I can do shots, but like I come from a drinking family, so I know how to hold my liquor when I drink. But surprisingly, like I think I drink like 3-4 times a year. Like I don't drink it at all.
Yeah, I noticed that you don't really drink like that when we get together.
I should.
Yeah, especially the way the society is right now. Like, because I know a lot of people like just come home and they just drink all the time. But nah,
everybody got their vices.
Right.
Whatever you need to get through the day.
Oh, man, who are you telling? All right.
My sister-in-law's in the green room watching, and she has her drink up too.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? All right, so before we wrap everything up, said really some sad news to watch. Some sad news to report. If you watch Master Chef Junior, there was a guy by the name of Ben Watkins, a little kid by the name of
Black
Ben.
boy?
Yeah, you might know about him. He was a fan favorite on the show. Ben actually lost his battle with cancer this past Monday in Chicago. He was undergoing treatment for an extremely rare form of cancer, and he was diagnosed with a soft tissue tumor when he was only 13 years old. So RIP to little Ben Watkins. it's sad. Like even like just I researched his story. His parents had died too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, his mother and his father. So he was being raised, I think, by like an aunt and uncle or something like that. But they say that he was a strong young man, and he got diagnosed and died. And but they say that even when he had his cancer, he was still being positive, being optimistic about his diagnosis. And it's just so sad. It's just such a sad story. So our prayers are definitely with Ben's family and friends.
Definitely prayers up for that. We got a couple of comments that came in while we were talking about some of the stories. One of them from Daryl Jenkins. It's out of Biden's hand. The state of New York will be leading the charge. Talking about Trump and his post-presidential election. So yeah, I think people will be looking at Trump to be accountable to all the things that he's done, especially in New York, because he has a lot of financial dealings that need to get settled. So I'm looking forward to that, because we only got 61 more days left of Trump, us having to deal with him.
I know, man.
I'm so happy. With another comment too. What's this one? If you were in a contest and you thought a contender fraudulently won, wouldn't you want to know the truth before you step down? Of course you would. You are going to be sorry if the Biden becomes president, because all the things he promised isn't what he's going to truly do. You're going to be sorry if Biden becomes president, because all of the things he promised he wasn't going to do. I disagree, but that's fine. Like this, you don't have to agree with us to make your comment on the show. Like we don't. Yeah, like we're not anti-Republican. We're not anti-white people. We're just anti-Trump and we're anti-racist. That's pretty much it. So if you're not Trump and if you're not racist, you okay.
Yeah, you okay with us. We love you.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But that is the interesting thing, is that like some people do think that Biden won't do what he said he'd do. But to me, like even before he started, I've been looking at the transition. He's been hiring a lot of black people. He put some black people who deal with systematic racism. He put them into his financial team so that they can help figure out laws that will help people get out of the financial scrape. So far, I'm fine with Trump, fine with Biden. The issue I have is with Trump, because he won't give Biden what he needs to get ready to be president. So
exactly. Yep, I agree with you 100%. Well, as we wrap up the Everybody Mad Live podcast, don't forget you can follow us on. Hey, Daryl, really appreciate that, brother. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Everybody Mad Live podcast.
Hold on. Let me do something weird, just because my sister-in-law is here. I'm not even sure if her. I don't even know if her mic is on, but she's here. So
she's mic'd
in
up.
The green room. So hold on. Let me.
Yeah, try to pull her on with us.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up, sis?
How are you guys?
Doing good.
Good. So she obviously lives in South Carolina, so she's from there. So we talk all throughout the.
She's from Ohio.
Well, yeah, you're from Ohio, but you're in South Carolina right now. Yeah. So we was talking about, and we talked a little bit about the election and what went on and those sort of things, and how pivotal South Carolina was to starting the ball rolling in this whole process. I know we didn't get Lindsey Graham to get out of his seat, but we still got some things. But like overall, how are you feeling as a Black woman living in South Carolina?
Relieved. I feel a sense of relief. I mean, it wasn't a joy that we all experienced, of course, when President Obama became president twice. It's just now I feel like they can go back into their holes. I mean, the blatant racism. I just consider Trump's administration to be the modern day KKK.
Yeah.
And so I actually, unfortunately, fell out with a neighbor that I've known for 20 years. Thank goodness they're moving. But just simply said she was a lifelong Republican, which I don't have a problem with. I have a problem with a Trump supporter. If you voted for him the first time because you thought, okay, I'm a Republican, I'm going to vote the Republican Party in spite of all the horrible things he did. But when he simply, stand back and stand by, that was his whole attitude, and it's been his stance this entire time. I cannot have a relationship with you any longer if you went into the ballot booth and voted for Trump.
Yep, I agree. I think a lot of people feel the exact same way too. It's just like you're gonna vote for him. It's like you're giving him permission and everybody else permission to act up on us the way that you've been acting up, like showing your racist ways, and that's not cool.
Absolutely, and I also do not feel as if we should bend cross the aisle. I mean, that's what we've always done.
Yep.
We are not interested in that kind of relationship. They need to give and make amends for the things that they've done.
Absolutely, because I think the onus is on them. Like, we've done exactly what we supposed to do. And then too, just like they told us in 2016, elections have consequences. You lost the election, so it's not our goal, or it's not our job to dig back in there and help you come along. We won.
Yeah.
So we're going to move forward with the coalition that helped them. So that's why I'm just very, very hopeful that Biden will realize and always remember those black women and black people who got him in office. And when he's trying to decide what he needs to do, always bet on black.
Right. And I don't know if you guys can see my t-shirt, but I've recently had this made.
Nice.
I'm speaking.
No doubt. I love that. I love it.
Well, thank you guys so much for including me.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Be blessed.
All right, you guys as well.
All right.
Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Black women. Like, that's my thing. I'm going to always listen to black women. I'm listen to my mama, listen to every black women. They won't steer you wrong. They won't steer you wrong.
Never. Shouts out to Rebecca Kabine. Rest in peace, mama, because she always told me.
Absolutely.
Right. Always steered me the right way.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're wrapping everything up, right?
Yep.
So
we can wrap.
So did we agree, Sad? I sent you a text. Are we going to do next week or what?
So we can if you want to.
Okay. I'll check my schedule.
Yeah. Check your schedule.
I'll check my schedule. Everybody, don't forget to follow us again on Instagram, Everybody Mad Podcast, on Facebook, Everybody Mad too. And you can follow me, Kenya Kabine 1 on Facebook, and Kenya Kabine on all other social media platforms.
I used to have those little graphics where we put up, but I don't have anything. That'll work.
Well, there's people that listen to that can't really see, so that's why I tell people too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yep.
We want to forget now that since we're streaming now on Apple and all the other platforms now.
You're right. Yeah. So we never remind people, please share us, please like us, please do whatever you did, wherever you're watching us at. I don't know if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, like us on that, or if you're on a podcast, save us or subscribe to the podcast. So that way we can build up our analytics. So that makes us be able to reach more people and also put more of the good voices out there. So thank you for supporting us and watching and viewing or listening, whatever you happen to do, because that's why we do it. So you can have some content that's going to be able to support your life. But with that being said, this show was episode number 30. Thank you for listening. This has been the Everybody Mad Live Podcast. My name is Said Lover.
I'm Kenya Kabine. Until next week, we'll holla.